Eryk, maybe not the prettiest fight all the way through, but a spectacular finish. So when you balance those things out, I mean, how do you feel overall about the fight this evening?
Man, you know, I feel good, man. You know, I was just a little sluggish and lethargic in the first round. But, you know, sometimes not necessarily helps to, you know, be down a round, but man, you know, you want to get wins, you want to get finishes. So, you know, I definitely lost that first round. So coming out after that second round, you know, I knew it was imperative to kind of, you know, set the tone, establish dominance, and kind of make them break a little bit. And I think I did that. You know, he hit the ground a few times. You know, he got back up. So I think there at the end of that third round, you know, I think he thought he'd be safe with that technical stand-up. And, man, you know, I just saw his head there. I waited for that knee to come off the ground, and, you know, the extra point was good, you know.
When you say you were kind of slow and lethargic starting out, I mean, do you know why? Did you just feel flat coming out? Or?
I just felt a little flat, you know. Not that I prepared for him any different than I did anybody else, but, you know, I just, man, I don't know. You know, sometimes I start off slow, but, you know, it's not about how you start, but, you know, how you finish. So, you know, I think I got an impressive finish. I think that Dana White and McMinion need to add a little bonus to my check, and, you know, I think that's mine.
Was it tough mentally for you at all? I mean, considering like how close the last fight was, and, you know, to start a little bit slow, I mean, was it a difficult kind of mental situation for you?
No, not at all. You know, it's 3 rounds, so, you know, he got the first 5. There's still 2/3 of the fight left, so, you know, I definitely won the second round, and you know, even if I lost the second round, I definitely won the third round. So, you know, I got the finish, and that's all that matters.
Is that a technique or a tactic that you guys practice, that high kick as a guy's trying to get up, or did you just kind of make it on the fly?
No, you know, sometimes when you're in the fight, you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants, and it's, you know, I can't head kick my training partners. You know, if you break all your toys, you ain't gonna have nothing to play with. So, you know, it feels good to come out here and be able to go full speed and, you know, actually hit somebody like you want to hit them, and you know, it's man, I thoroughly enjoy. I love this sport and everything about it. You know, and I got punched in the face, and, you know, he blacked my eye, bloodied my nose, got fat lip, but, you know, it's part of the game, and I love it.
Nice. The last thing for me, I mean, I know beforehand you mentioned Dan Kelly might be a good fight for you. Then you mentioned Elias Theodorou in there. Why the switch to Elias?
Well, man, you know, I found out that Dan Kelly's not even on the roster anymore, so that, you know, so that fight got thrown out. And man, you know, Elias is a Canadian, and, you know, I think he's from Toronto. I'm sure he wants to fight in Toronto, so, you know, I'll let your boy.
Cool. What did your corner say after that first round to get you back into the fight more than you had?
Man, you know, they, you know, really just told me what I already knew, that I was down around, and, you know, to pick it up, let's go, man. You know, I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind that I was better than Tim Williams. So, you know, just go out there and do what you do in sparring, do what you do in training, and, you know, kind of get off your ass and let's go, you know. So kind of lit a fire up under my ass, and, you know, I think the second round was the complete opposite of the first round, and, you know, I feel like I fought even better in the third round than I did the second round. So, you know, maybe that's just, you know, how I fight, you know, kind of, you know, I think in that Marcus Perez fight, I started off real slow. Machida, I spent the whole first round on my back and kind of built up as the fight went along. So, you know, I think that's what's going to make me dangerous as a fighter. As the other guy fades, I'm picking up speed and steam. So, you're going to have to get me out of there.
Did you feel like you needed to close the show instead of taking a chance with a decision because, you know, what happened to you in Brazil? No,
man, I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind that, you know, I was up 2 rounds to 1. And but, man, you know, no one wants to watch boring point fighting, man. You know, the fans love to see knockouts. I love to deliver knockouts. I think 7 out of 12 or 8 out of 12 of my fights have been finishes, and, you know, I like to keep that trend going. So, you know, it's I like punching people in the face. That was my first head kick knockout. I think it was pretty. So, you know, looked good. And like I said, you know, I think the UFC owed me a little extra. Also, man, you know, I was raising money for my buddy Trey White, a 14-year-old boy who has a heart condition. His heart's not pumping blood like it needs to, so, you know, he's got all these health issues. So, anybody hop on my page, see where you can donate some money, and let's get Trey that heart that he deserves.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.